Hello and welcome everyone to another session from Will to Play. I'm Will Harris, your host, Revit Families. We're in session 12. This is the expert Q&A level of family sessions. We've got the opening, and here we go. Here is a problem that you have now created for yourself. I'd just like to point this out to everyone. We're aware of this, right? That now, essentially, you've just gone through expert level training of families, and this means that you don't have that ability to say, I don't know. Sorry. Comes with the territory. This was the last little bit of a long set of questions, and so I included the first paragraph, the first sentence there. But realistically, I like the second one better. What we have done now is we've created a situation where there's so much information that I need to give you that I haven't been able to give you because of time constraints, because of, yes, there's a lot of information. I would love to give you the world. I am doing my best. And I like prime rib too. I'm a medium rare kind of guy. Delicious. Some of the questions we're going to answer today are basically talking about some doors, some symbolic line work again, masking regions, then doors and curtain wall panels. I'm just going to touch on that real briefly, and then view tags and types and family and system. Really try to flush out all of the information there. Okay. So if you have a question, go ahead and stop me or whatever, just otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to put these questions up, and then I'm going to jump over into Revit, and we're going to see if we can answer them together, because that seems to be a good process to go through. So go ahead and read that question there. Let's see. Let's look at the family. Thank you for sending me example families, by the way. Very helpful. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let me be clear on this. This is the very first time I have opened this family. And this is kind of me also trying to get you into the level of, fanatic level of family creation and understanding. So, if this is the first time I've opened the family, I have no idea what these people send me. I have no idea. It could be bad, it could be good. I can begin to dissect it though. So let's talk about this. This is both answering the question, trying to review everything for everyone at the same time. Good idea? You like this idea? Raise your hand. Yeah, everybody likes it, this idea. Okay. I see before me a bunch of swing angles. Parameters, I know this automatically. Okay, thickness, I've got these parameters here. Panel width, panel width. There should also be panel width there, panel width there. Okay, I'm looking at making sure that the things that should be controlled together are being controlled together. So all of these are the same parameters. They're all being controlled. Those should all be the same parameters. Those should all be controlled. Thickness, 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 thickness. The question is thickness of what, though? I would say rough thickness, door thickness, panel thickness. I don't know. Thickness of what? So if this is a family that's you're going to use, it would behoove you to, I mean, I can tell instantly, yeah, but in the family types, because this is what your users are going to see, thickness of what? I have no idea. Everybody see what I'm talking about? Oh, this is good. It makes intuitive sense from the visual standpoint here, but this expert level of naming convention, we need to get to that. All right, let's see what that question is. That's the first thing I right off the top of my head. That's what I'm going to go through and go, hey, that's what I see as a problem here. Okay, I cannot seem to figure out how to make the void extrusion toggle on and off with the left light, right light, yes, no parameters. Is this even possible? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Key point here, void extrusion. How many people have been trying to deal with void extrusion in families and doors? And void extrusions in general in a family, trying to turn them on and off? I see only tearful faces. Okay, excellent. I'm assuming that you're saying that in the door panel, you've got a void in there. So let's tab around, see if I can find something that looks like a void. Why don't we go into an elevation view? Exterior elevation. There we go. Okay, light kit. Okay, I moved the light kit. What is this? Properties. Ah, void extrusion. So if I look in 3D now, and let's get some of these things turned off. Come on. There we go. Category hide. So already I'm beginning to break apart the family just to figure out what is going on, what they're talking about. Okay, constraints, remove them. We're getting down to the void. I'm assuming this void, and by the way, Bonnie, this is your question. I'm assuming this void is what you're talking about having an on-off parameter. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who heard the glitch there, it is yes. That is what I was looking for. You cannot have an on-off parameter for a void extrusion. If you have found an answer to that, I am more than willing to say I'm wrong, but I have never been able to turn on and off a void extrusion. Ouch. So what's the workaround for this? Nobody. Workaround for this would be you create, because I'm assuming that you have basically sometimes you want this and sometimes you want that, correct? Mark? Bonnie? Either one of you? Sometimes you want the door on the left, sometimes you want the door on the right.
Yes.
Again, that was a yes. So what do you have to do? You have to create, a nested family. So you have a nested family, one of them has the vision panel on, one of them has the vision panel off. If you want this situation where you can, from type selection, change them out. Everybody got that first question. Let's go back to the question and then come back to the answer. The question is, let's summarize this. There's an on-off visibility parameter I want. It needs to be a part of a void extrusion. You cannot do that. The answer there is then, well, I can create two different door panel families and have them loaded into the door family. And then from there, I can choose from a type selection, what panel I want. And if I had a nested parameter and then then we can do all of the stuff that we want. Answer that first question? Super doors. And speaking of super doors, you can model everything in the door that you want. I would not suggest it. If you really want to get into crazy super door, like I have the ultimate families, and I drop a door in, and I can pick all the hardware and it shows up. The right way to do that would be to have two different door families. One of them is the basic door family, and then the other is the super door family. And whenever you need to look at the super door family, you load in the super door family. When you don't need the super door family, don't use it, because that's going to crush your project. So, anyway. Any other questions here with this? It's a void extrusion issue. That's all it is. Can't do it. Symbolic line work. Again, 75% of our families require a little high-level parameterization. Okay, yeah, this is very good. Most of the time, you don't need parameters. You don't need a high level of, I want to be able to change the, the header of my bed family to anything else I want. That's why. You don't need to do that. So most of the time, you're not dealing with a high level of parameterization. So, and also, normally you don't need to see a lot of stuff in 3D. So yes, 2D graphics is a great thing to use. what we get into problems with is the symbolic lines, because now we're dealing with symbolic lines, not